Hello, welcome to today's debrief of the Bitcoin price action. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some different time frames for Bitcoin and see what my Smasher Trend indicator is saying on the different time frames to try and get an overall picture of the market. So, we're going to go from the largest time frame to the smaller time frames. So, let's look at the 3 day. So just a summary of what these indicators are on my chart. So firstly, for those who aren't too clued up with my indicator, the Smasher Trend indicator creates candles depending on how bullish and bearish the fundamentals are. Normally, there's about 6 different colors, but for there is a more advanced version which basically smooths the colors so that it's only red and only green, which I'm currently developing. So this is the version which we're seeing on the screen right now. So this basically smooths it slightly so that you get more and you get stronger but less signals. So you can see here just how well it works in catching the trends. So what I find to be the best day time frame for the indicator is the 3 day. The 3 day and the 2 day are very good at uh, calling the tops and bottoms with the Smasher Trend indicator. Another quick summary is that yellow means that there's a potential top. So, and consider it doesn't mean exit your position. What it means is that if you're in along here, consider tightening your stops so that you're not going to get you know killed by a massive wick basically. So what it means is that if you see this warning and you're in the long, just tighten up your stops and just be careful. Same with these, the green. So green means if you're in a short, consider exiting your short. So that's a quick summary. And we also have these little B signs here for buy. So the more B's, the more stronger the momentum is. So you can consider if there's a green candle and there's 3 B's, then that's quite bullish. Whereas you can see when it starts decreasing, although it's still green, it's less bullish. And same with S's. So we have from S, the weaker sell signal, to triple S, which is the strongest. Right. And then we have 3 other indicators. So this indicator at the top is my candle smooth indicator. So what this does is that to look at an even longer time frame, we get an average of all the candles. So this would be the 50-day period average of the color candles, and this would be the 25 period average. So this makes us catch the longer term trend of the candles. So for example, you have green candles here and some red, but if you just watch this here, you'll see that it's just still green. So what that means is that yes, we're pulling back, but we're still in a bullish trend. We'll consider it a more bearish trend once we start really dropping below the 2 line here. Right. And this indicator here at the top, and this middle one, is a volume indicator which I've created. So this looks at the volume and gives you a bearish or bullish signal. And the bottom indicator here looks at price action. So we're looking at a variety of different handles. We have our candles here, the price action, volume, and then my Smasher Trend indicator here. So we're going to be looking at all 3 of these to get an overall picture on how Bitcoin's looking. Right, so now that we have that introduction out of the way, let's get looking into the charts. So we can see here that we have a strong green candle printed on the 3 day, which is a very good sign. The last time we printed a 3 day green candle is on the 22nd of August, so quite a while away now. And so that's a very good sign. The last few times we've printed 2 3 day candles in a row, we've had a strong upwards movement. So you can see that there's 2 there, and we had a strong up move. And then let's see the next 2. So we did 2 here, and we had a strong up move. So we have very good, we can see very good signs here from looking at past history of when we've had 2 green candles. So we do need to wait, obviously, for this one to close. This is not going to close for another 2 days or so, probably 1 day. So we have to really wait for this to close to really for it to confirm. But so far it is looking very bullish. I really like how it's looking at the moment. So we can even just draw this trend line here. Very simple. So what I will be doing, I'll be watching this trend line, very simple stuff, and watch and see if it holds, and watch and see whether this candle turns green. So with the colors of these indicators here, so green means very bullish. This light blue color means that we are in bullish territory, but we need to be careful. We would much rather it be green, but blue is still bullish, but not as bullish as green. And red is obviously very bearish, and the maroon color is bearish as well, but obviously not as bearish as red. So looking at this, we're not in the most bullish territory with the price action indicator at the bottom here, but the candles are starting to flip green. And this is a volume indicator up here. So the volume indicator is in the buy territory, but is still not super bullish. So we preferably would want to see this flipping green, which it's not yet. So this move isn't completely confirmed yet, but there are early signs that we are starting to turn around here on the 3-day. You know, if I was in the 3-day here, I would be taking a long here for sure, but with a stop probably just below here. So I would say let's look at the price action. So I would place a stop below the 11,100 area. 11,000, yeah, 11,100 would probably be where I would put a stop. So 3-day, in summary, starting to turn bullish. We would preferably like to see some more bullish volume coming in, but for now, I'm very much liking how it's looking on the 3-day, sorry. So let's look at the 12-hour. So the 12 hours where I took along down here as soon as he broke this super trend line here at 10,800. So I'm still in a long from here. Now I like trading 12-hour. It's just my preferred time frame, but you know it can be used on smaller time frames. So yep, 12 hours starting to look very bullish. The price action's bullish down here. We can see it's green. Volumes also flip green. Candle trend is also very strongly in the green. So the 12 hours looking very good here. We're looking very bullish. Perhaps just slightly overextended. If you look at the history when it hits this yellow trend line here, there does seem to always be a bit of a pullback. You can see here. You know, sometimes obviously when the move's very strong, it can blast past it, but generally there will be a pullback as such when we go near it. Right, so in summary, 12-hour is looking quite bullish. So let's look at the 2-hour finally. Okay, so a slightly different picture on the 2-hour. The 2-hour has been red for quite a while here, since the 11,300. Now, when it flips red, this doesn't mean exit your position, especially when the price action is still bullish. But what it's telling you is that there is a bit of a divergence between the price action and the fundamentals. So it is a bit of a warning sign that perhaps we do need some cooling off here. Volumes also not the strongest, and the price action is in bullish territory. But when looking at this, looking at the candles being red, looking at the volume being red, looking at the candles being red, there's a few more warning signs on the 2 hour that we might have some more sideways action for a while. I wouldn't be really confident going into this on the 2 hour until I start seeing some sort of green candle and perhaps the price action going into more of the green territory, or even just seeing some green volume. Uh, yeah, I would be happy with either a bit of a stronger volume, a bit more positive price action, or the candle turning green. If I start seeing either of those, I'll be very happy to jump into a long on the 2 hour. But for now, I'll be on the 2 hour. I'll wait it out a bit and see where we go from here. But most of the higher time frames are looking very good. The 3 day, the 2 day. Let's have a look at the 2 day. The 2 day is looking even better than the 3 day. We've had two green candles, looking to hopefully try and print a third. We had a very strong warning sign to exit shorts right before the pump as well. So you can see here that the warning signs have caught these dumps and pumps quite well. But price action and volume are not really backing this so far. So really, we just need to start seeing some more bullish volume and a bit more of a stronger up move in the price action until I'm completely convinced that we are going up. So right now, I would say it's a bit of a waiting game. Things are starting to finally look bullish after a few months of, sideways and down action. But I would say let's just be a bit more patient and wait and see if we can print a green candle on the 2 hour. So that's a summary of how we're looking using the Smasher Trend Indicator. Now, this is the main indicator I'm developing at the moment, but you can see here that I also obviously have the price indicator, volume, and candles. And these are additional indicators I'm working on to complement this. But what I've shown you is a basic summary on how to use it. So if anyone has any questions or are interested in trialing the Smasher Trend Indicator, then get in touch and we could perhaps work something out. But yeah, any questions, get in touch. Have a great day.